Hey beans, it's Ducklene and welcome back to my channel. Grab a drink, get cozy, and let's get into this. Today I am doing the Booktube Newbie Tag and I have my handy dandy list of questions right here. I'm waiting for my partner in the car parking area, so I figured I might as well do a little video while I wait. First question is, why did you start this channel? And initially I started this channel to document my artistic journey. I started with clay and then I went into bullet journaling, and now I am doing the book journaling, reading journaling, and in general just my reading journey. And I just thought it'd be fun to share with you guys, and yeah, I just thought it'll be fun to try. What are some fun and unique things you can bring to Booktube? So this one I don't really know. I mean, I guess cozy vibes, you know, just being my real authentic self, South African perspective, I guess, on things. I don't know. I just wanted to share my thoughts, my feelings. I feel like I don't have a lot of friends who read, or at least they don't read as much as I do. I read a lot lately and I've joined a few book clubs and stuff, you know, to get more friends who read a lot more, and to be able to talk about some of the books that I read. But yeah, I felt like this would be a fun place to do that, and to, you know, connect with other people and just make it a wholesome, cozy vibe where we can all just, you know, share our thoughts and feelings and you know, be friends. And what are you most excited about for this new channel? So exactly like I said, meeting more like-minded people, or even people with different opinions. That's perfect. You know, to see, you know, what else is out there, like what other books to read, and to make friends, maybe get some book besties, you know, just, yeah, make a community maybe. I don't know if it'll get that big, but you know, even if it's a small community, you know, that's also good. I thought it'd be fun to connect with everyone, connect with people all around the world, connect with people locally, and just, you know, share our thoughts, our feelings about books. Yeah, recommendations. Please, if you have any recommendations, feel free to share. I'm open to trying new things, reading new things. I would like to explore outside of my comfort zone. So yeah, you know, or even within my comfort zone as well, obviously. The next question is, why do you love reading? And I think for most of us, maybe, I don't know, for me especially, it's the escape, to escape reality, to escape life and go into a fictional world where things are completely different. And it's like movies and any media really. Like, why do we consume media? Because, I don't know, it makes us feel things. It makes us get different perspectives. It makes us escape from our real lives and go into other worlds, or even the same world but just like a different person's shoes, you know, different situations, you know, you get to experience so much. And yeah, that's amazing. I love that. Next question is, what book or series got you into reading? So back in the day when I was like in high school maybe, I started reading the Marked series, and I guess that kind of got me into reading. It's like a vampire House of Night. It's the House of Night series. The first book is Marked, and that was really cool, like almost like witchy woo woo witchy woo woo but also like vampires, so that's pretty cool. And I was hooked on that, and then I stopped reading for a while. I'll get into that just now. And then, so more recently, what got me into reading is a.k.a. A Court of Thorns and Roses. I guess much like a lot of other people, I guess, you know, it started a whole thing. But yeah, that got me back into reading more recently. You'll probably have seen in my book journal vlog, book journal video, that in 2024 I started reading a.k.a., and that got me into like where I am now with the, you know, reading obsession. What questions would you like to ask your favorite booktubers? So initially I was like, I don't know. But then I started thinking about it, and I guess, like, how do you have the confidence to just film anywhere? And that's like not even just booktubers, that's any YouTuber. Like, I get so nervous, and then I get like, I'm generally a nervous person. I'm very anxious, and I I struggle to just be confident in general, and then obviously to film on top of that is like extra stressful, you know. I don't really like to be perceived, which is dumb because I'm making videos, and like what else are you gonna do but perceive me in the video format? But like in real life, like this is a bit easier than real life, so like, you know, to go out in public and film, that's kind of how do you do that? I guess you just get used to it. You just have the audacity, and then like eventually you don't care anymore, I suppose. And then also like, how do you make so many videos? I guess if you do it full time, I can understand, like then you can make a lot of videos. I work full time, so I don't have like, I guess you know, you can find the time, but anyway. And then like this is the really big one for me, is how do you have that much storage space on your devices? Because I can only film for a certain period of time before everything gets full, and then I have to transfer it to my PC, and that gets full. You know, video quality these days. Yeah, so anyway, the space, I guess that's a big one for me. Next question is, what challenges do you think starting a booktube channel will be the hardest to overcome? And like I said, you know, it's going to be being confident in front of the camera. I think I'm okay now because I'm all alone in the car, and I've seen a few people like Larry Reed's, for example, all of her initial vlogs were in the car. And I get that, because you can talk and the only thing you have to worry about is maybe people around you, but like there's no one really here to see me, and I can talk normally, like at a normal level. But when I'm at home, like I live with my partner and he won't judge me, but but I still feel awkward to like talk out loud to myself, well, to a camera, to you guys. I'm talking to you, not to, you know. But anyway, yeah, I still get nervous about that. So like I was like, oh, I'm filming a video, like, you know, I don't want to be too loud. And then I whisper, and then it's like, then it doesn't sound like me. I don't feel like I can be fully me. So anyway, being more confident in front of the camera, and then also like being consistent with like a posting schedule, or like, you know, that's always been my biggest, I was going to say biggest trouble, biggest challenge, is like sticking to a schedule, because now I'm like really excited, now I want to do it, and then like things like it's in the way, and then I don't have time, or then you know, I'm an anxious girly, I'm a depressed girly, I'm an ADHD girly, I'm on meds, I'm in therapy, but that doesn't mean that the struggles go away fully, like they kind of stay. So you know, I hyper focus on things, I get like really into them, and then I like get tired of it. So I don't want that to happen with this. I want to, you know, be consistent, and I guess that's like, I don't know, discipline, I don't know. For the mental health people, or people with mental health challenges, I guess you know what I mean. Like it's hard. Sometimes it's hard to just get up and brush your teeth, get up at all, have a shower, like just survive, just do a basic human necessity, basic personal hygiene, basic life things is really hard. And then doing this on top of that is like, what do you mean? Like, I can't even do basic things. Now I have to stick to this. I want to, don't get me wrong, but like, it could be hard. That's the point. Yeah, so anyways, that. So bear with me if I do not stick to a schedule. But I'd like to be open about my mental health with you guys. You know, I want to be open about it so that everyone can feel welcome here, you know, everyone, whether you have mental health struggles, whether you don't, everyone's welcome. But like, you know, safe space, it's a safe space to, if you want to, I don't know, it's a safe space. Anyways, when did you start reading? So as I mentioned, in my late teens, I got into reading. I got a library card for the first time. I wasn't a big reader growing up. Like, I only read the books that they prescribed in school, which, look, I know they're classics and whatever, but like, they sucked, honestly. That's not a way to get into reading. If you want kids to enjoy reading, maybe start with something fun, and then, like, of course, and analyze the classics. You know, they're really important, but like, I didn't get into it from that, like, no. Anyway, so I got a library card I was my late teens, and I used to then check out books during vacations and stuff. I had a time where I had operations on my feet and I couldn't really do anything. I had to like just kind of keep my legs raised, and like I couldn't do much. So I thought, let me read a bunch of books, and that was amazing. I read things like, you know, like Sarah Dessen, like the young adult fiction, and then I got into all of the vampire books, you know, like marked, like House of Night that I mentioned, Vampire Diaries, Vampire Academy. For some reason though, I did not read Twilight. I watched the movies. I love the movies. I love the soundtrack. Oh my god, so good. Yes, anyway, very good. And I told my friend that recently, and she was like, oh my god, I have the whole series. Let me send you, because she doesn't live nearby. She's like, let me send you my books, and then you can read it. And like, you know, so it's like, cool. So anyway, keep an eye out for, like, I want to vlog reading the whole series. I thought that'd be fun. I've never done a reading vlog, so I thought that'd be a fun thing to do with the books that she lent me, so then I can read it, and yeah, it'll be fun. Like, yeah, I've watched the movies, but I'm sure it's different, and it's a whole different experience. Like, we don't have to get into the book adaptations to television thing right now, but you know, it could be good, it could be bad, but these were very good movies, and I'm sure the books are great. She loves them, so I trust her. And yeah, anyway, thank you, Taz. Thank you, my bestie Taz. I will be doing a video on that soon, so let me know if you're excited about that, if you want to see it, if you have any suggestions. Anyways, so that was when I started getting into reading, and then I went to university and I stopped reading. I think a lot of people, that happens, you know, stop reading because you like just studying a lot, and then you go into work, and then, I don't know, learning how to be an adult and an independent human being, and just don't have the time, or you don't even think about it, like, I guess. And then 2 years ago, oh my god, what? Yes, it is 2 years ago. 2024, I picked up the little book called a.k.a. A Court of Thorns and Roses, and that changed everything. Like, holy shit, I don't know what, there's like crack in those books. Like, I don't know what the heck, but it's so good. Yeah, I fell in love with reading again. And I devoured the whole series that year, and then I obviously, yeah, then I started my reading obsession, basically. Yeah, where do you read? I can read anywhere, pretty much. I prefer to read in my bed, because then I'm cozy, I'm comfy, and I get to have dog cuddles. I have 2 dogs, and they cuddle with me if I'm in bed. No matter the time of day, they love to cuddle in the bed. So yes, like, there's no question. Like, yeah, that's the best. Reading, cozy vibes, dog cuddles. Yeah, the bed is the place for me. But yes, anywhere I can read anywhere. The next question is, what kind of books do you like to read? So I mostly read fantasy and romance, and romantasy. Those are my favorites. And I'm trying, like I said, I'm trying to expand into other, like, genres as well. Like I said, I joined some book clubs, and you know, they help me to read outside of my general genres, which is fun. I like that a lot. Yeah, so I'm expanding, but mostly it's fantasy and romance. Like, what can I say? I'm a romantasy girly. I'm a romance girly. Any kind, really. Getting into a lot of the, sub-genres, I suppose. I don't know, whatever. Fantasy and romance. And, I guess, yeah, favorite books, like I said, you know, Court of Thorns and Roses. Now, all of a sudden, I can't think of any books that exist. Fourth Wing, obviously, the Empyrean series. Absolutely fantastic. I love, Ali Hazelwood's, The Love Hypothesis, and Love Theoretically I liked as well. I studied STEM. I studied engineering, and so chemical engineering, so the whole lab, the whole STEM, women in STEM, or people in STEM, I guess everyone's in STEM, and it was a lot of fun. You know, I even read her novellas and stuff. Anyway, that's for another day. Yes. Anyway, before I go on more tangents, the last question is, what does your book collection look like? Obviously, I'm in the car, so I can't show you my book collection, but I will say it's very limited. I have the a.k.a. series, I have Fourth Wing, I have Throne of Glass series, I have and I have The Cruel Prince. I have some of the marked series. I have the Lord of the Rings trilogy. I have a couple of others, like, you know, not completed series. I've got Quicksilver. I don't have Brimstone yet. I haven't read it yet. I have Alchemized. I have not finished that yet. I'm in the process. I kind of soft DNF'd it because it was super heavy, and I was like, I think I was a bit too depressed to read such a heavy book. So yeah. So anyways, I can show you, I can do a little bookshelf tour if you guys want to see. I don't have, like I said, I've got limited physical copies, so I've been reading a lot digitally. I've also rejoined my library recently. They have very limited, my local library has very limited options, so I might like try other libraries. But anyway, yeah, that's it. That's about it. So I'll show you guys. I'll maybe do a library tour, and yeah, you know, space. We live in a pretty small house, and I've got a lot of shit. Like, I have a lot of hobbies. I collect plushies, and they take up a shitload of space. I am a cosplayer. If you know, you know. That takes up so much space. That takes up like half of my craft / office space, because like it's a lot of stuff. And then you hoard stuff because, you know, maybe you can use it in a cosplay, you know. So anyway, I don't have a lot of space because I have a lot of hobbies. I got all the arts and craftsy things, you know, my clay stuff. Like, I don't have a lot of space for books right now. So anyways, and obviously it's quite expensive. Like, I don't have money to just drop on like a shit ton of books, even though I'd love to do like one of those like crazy insane book hauls. I know I can get them secondhand, or, you know, like go to the library. I still have to check out some secondhand stores, but yeah, you know, it is what it is. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, getting to know me, and I hope that you guys will stick around, and you know, you can follow me on other socials. I got Goodreads, I got Fable, Storygraph, Instagram, obviously. I got a bunch of Instagrams. I got like my book Instagram, my personal Instagram, art Instagram, my cosplay Instagram. Holy shit, why do I have so many Instagrams? I don't know, but I thought it'd be good to keep everything separate in my life, and they all kind of converge on my personal Instagram, so it's not private, because like that's kind of where I anchor all my stuff. But anyway, that'll all be linked below if you are interested. If not, that's cool. Hopefully you'll stick around here on YouTube with me and join me in this journey. Comment your favorite books. Let me know what is your favorite book ever, and also your favorite book of the year so far. Yes, I'd love to see it. Please like and subscribe and all of those good things. I will catch you guys on the next video. Thank you so much for being here. I love you guys, and yeah, bye.